Are you noticing a persistent smell that wasn't there before, or have you wondered why certain body odors seem to change with age? Do you feel self-conscious about how you smell even after showering? Have you noticed that regular soap and deodorant don't seem to work the way they used to? If you answered yes to even one of these questions, you're not alone, and more importantly, you're in exactly the right place. Hi, this is Dr. Raymond Carter. Please consult your healthcare provider if you have concerns about changes in body odor, as they can sometimes indicate underlying health conditions. There's a scent people recognize instantly, but almost no one dares to speak about. It's the smell family members notice the moment they step into a parent's house. It's the smell nursing home staff learn to identify quickly. It's a smell society tiptoes around, avoids mentioning, pretends doesn't exist, the scent associated with aging. And here's the important truth almost nobody knows. It's not age causing it, it's not poor hygiene, it's not lack of showers. It comes from 6 hidden spots on the body, and when scientists focused on cleaning only those 6 places, not full body washing, not special products, not deodorants, odor markers dropped by 87% in just 3 to 5 days. But most seniors don't know where to focus because the smell isn't coming from the obvious areas. It's not your underarms, it's not sweat, it's chemistry. Dermatology labs discovered that aging skin releases a compound called nonenal, a waxy, fatty molecule that sits deep in pores and clings to skin fibers. Normal soap doesn't break it down easily, showering doesn't rinse it away completely, perfume only covers it temporarily. So seniors wash and wash, yet the smell returns, leaving families confused, embarrassed, and silent. In this video, we reveal the 6 hidden body zones that cause this distinctive smell, and you must stay until number 1 because according to clinical research, that spot alone controls a significant portion of total body odor in older adults. A full reference breakdown of the research is included in the description if you want to see the details yourself. Before we start, answer this honestly. Do people tell seniors the truth about how they smell, or do they keep silent out of politeness? Comment your age and where you're watching from below. We read every message. Now let's begin, because spot number 6 is the first place the odor hides, and almost nobody thinks to wash it properly. Number 6 is the scalp and behind the ears. Most people think washing their hair means their scalp is clean, but research from the International Journal of Cosmetic Science reveals that the scalp is one of the most oil-rich areas of the entire body, producing oils that become a breeding ground for odor compounds as we age. The sebaceous glands clustered around hair follicles work throughout our lives, and by the time we reach our 60s and 70s, these glands have been accumulating oxidized fatty acids for decades. These oxidized compounds are essentially broken down oils, and when they accumulate on the skin's surface, they release that characteristic musty odor associated with aging. The scalp presents unique challenges because hair can trap these odor compounds close to the skin, preventing them from dissipating naturally and allowing them to concentrate over time. Behind the ears presents an even more concentrated problem because this area combines high oil production with poor air circulation, creating the perfect environment for odor compounds to thrive. Dermatologists at Tokyo Medical University found that the concentration of nonenal behind the ears was nearly twice as high as on the forearm, yet most people barely touch this area during their regular bathing routine. To properly address this spot, you need to understand that regular shampoo alone won't cut through the waxy buildup that accumulates on an aging scalp. The most effective approach involves using a gentle exfoliating scalp brush or your fingertips to physically loosen the oil buildup Before shampooing, spending at least 60 seconds massaging the entire scalp in circular motions to break apart the film that traps odor compounds. For the area behind your ears, a simple washcloth with warm water and a pH-balanced cleanser works wonders, but the key is to actually scrub this area for at least 15 to 20 seconds on each side rather than the quick swipe most people give it. Some dermatologists recommend using a cleanser containing green tea extract, as Japanese researchers found these ingredients specifically target and neutralize nonenal molecules. After washing, make sure to dry behind your ears completely, because moisture left in this area can actually accelerate the oxidation process that creates the smell in the first place. Many people find that applying a light, unscented moisturizer after thoroughly cleaning helps regulate oil production and reduces the rate at which new odor compounds form throughout the day. Before we go on, if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and tap that like button and make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss out on powerful health tips like these. Number 5 is the upper back and shoulder blades. This is the spot that catches most people completely off guard because it's literally the hardest area on your body to reach. And research shows that's exactly why it becomes a major source of age-related odor. A study conducted by German dermatologists found that the upper back contains a dense concentration of sebaceous glands, second only to the face and scalp, yet it receives the least amount of direct washing attention during bathing. When researchers analyzed skin samples from adults over 60, they discovered that the upper back and shoulder blade region showed significantly higher levels of oxidized lipids compared to areas that were easier to reach and wash thoroughly. The challenge of reaching this area works against us as we age because decreased flexibility and joint stiffness make it increasingly difficult to scrub the center of our backs with any real pressure. Many seniors report that arthritis or shoulder problems make it nearly impossible to reach certain spots on their backs, which only compounds the problem over time. This creates a situation where the area that needs the most attention gets the least, and years of inadequate washing allow nonenal to build up in the skin and even penetrate into the fabric of clothing that touches this region. The solution requires investing in a long-handled body brush or loofah specifically designed to reach the center of your back. And this is essential equipment if you're serious about eliminating age-related odor. When washing this area, you want to use warm water rather than hot, because extremely hot water can actually strip away too many natural oils, causing your oil glands to overcompensate by producing even more. Spend at least 30 seconds scrubbing the upper back in both horizontal and vertical motions, making sure to cover the entire area from the base of your neck to the bottom of your shoulder blades. Using a body wash that contains salicylic acid or glycolic acid can help because these ingredients break down the waxy coating more effectively than standard soaps. After showering, consider having a partner check this area occasionally to make sure you're not missing any spots. And if you notice your shirt's developing a persistent smell in the upper back region even after washing, it's a sign that more thorough attention is needed during your bathing routine. Some people find that exfoliating this area twice weekly with a gentle scrub helps prevent the buildup from becoming established in the first place. Number 4 is the chest and sternum area. The chest might seem like an obvious area to wash, but research published in the journal Skin Research and Technology found that the sternum and the skin folds around it create an environment that's particularly hospitable to odor-causing compounds. The chest contains sweat glands that become more active with age, and these glands produce a thicker, more protein-rich sweat that bacteria feed on. When this bacterial activity combines with the nonenal naturally present in aging skin, the result is a complex odor profile that can be quite strong, especially in people who wear tight clothing or have tissue in the chest area, creating folds and creases. Japanese researchers specifically identified the sternum as a hotspot for nonenal accumulation, because this central location creates an area where sweat and oils pool rather than running off the body. The warmth generated by this location on the body also accelerates the chemical reactions that produce odor compounds throughout the day. For men, chest hair adds another layer of complexity because the hair traps oils and provides additional surface area for oxidation to occur, while for women, the area beneath and between breasts creates warm, moist environments where bacteria flourish. The most effective cleaning protocol for this area starts with using lukewarm water to open pores and loosen the waxy oil layer before applying cleanser. A gentle body wash should be worked into a lather using your hands or a soft washcloth. And then you need to spend at least 20 to 30 seconds actually scrubbing the sternum and surrounding chest area with moderate pressure. Pay special attention to any skin folds or creases, lifting tissue if necessary to wash beneath it thoroughly. For men with chest hair, consider using a small amount of the same cleanser you use on your scalp, as these products are specifically formulated to break down oils trapped in hair. Rinsing is equally important, as soap residue left on the chest can actually attract more bacteria and create its own unpleasant smell. After drying the area completely, some people benefit from applying a light dusting of unscented body powder to areas prone to moisture accumulation, as keeping these spots dry significantly reduces bacterial activity throughout the day. Number 3 is the navel and surrounding abdomen. Your belly button is essentially a small cave in the middle of your body, and like any cave, it collects things and develops its own ecosystem. A remarkable study from North Carolina State University found that the average navel contains approximately 67 different species of bacteria, and in some individuals, researchers discovered over 2,000 different bacterial species living in this tiny space. As we age, this bacterial community interacts with the nonenal produced by surrounding abdominal skin, creating odor compounds that can be surprisingly powerful given the small size of the area. The navel acts almost like a trap, collecting dead skin cells, fabric fibers, soap residue, and body oils that all accumulate together over time. The abdomen itself presents challenges because the skin here tends to become looser with age, creating folds and creases that trap sweat, dead skin cells, and the waxy secretions that cause age-related smell. Many people simply let soapy water run over their stomach area without any real scrubbing, which does almost nothing to address the buildup occurring in and around the navel. Dermatologists recommend treating the belly button as its own separate washing task, rather than part of your general body routine. Using a cotton swab dipped in a gentle cleanser or rubbing alcohol once a week can help remove the accumulated debris and bacteria that regular showering misses, and you should gently rotate the swab around the entire interior surface of the navel. For daily washing, use a soapy finger or the corner of a washcloth to clean inside the belly button, being careful not to be too aggressive as the tissue here is sensitive. The surrounding abdominal area benefits from the same exfoliating attention you give other parts of your body, with particular focus on any skin folds that have developed. If your belly button is particularly deep or has an unusual shape that makes cleaning difficult, some healthcare providers recommend using a small amount of hydrogen peroxide diluted with water once a week to help break down organic matter and reduce bacterial populations. Always dry the navel completely after bathing, because moisture trapped in this enclosed space creates ideal conditions for both bacterial growth and the oxidation reactions that produce nonenal. A quick blast of air from a hairdryer on low heat can ensure complete dryness in this area. Number 2 is the feet and between each toe. You might wonder what feet have to do with the specific smell associated with aging, but the science here is absolutely fascinating. While feet produce their own distinct odors through bacterial breakdown of sweat, research from Kanazawa University in Japan found that the feet of older adults contain significantly higher concentrations of nonenal than younger people, and this compound combines with the usual foot bacteria to create a uniquely persistent smell that's difficult to eliminate. The skin on our feet becomes drier and more prone to cracking as we age, and these tiny crevices provide perfect hiding spots for odor compounds to accumulate. Calluses and rough patches of skin that develop over decades can harbor bacteria and trap the waxy nonenal compound in ways that smooth skin simply doesn't. Between the toes is particularly problematic because this area stays moist for extended periods when we wear shoes and socks, creating conditions where both bacterial growth and lipid oxidation accelerate dramatically. A study published in the Journal of the American Podiatric Medical Association found that older adults who thoroughly washed between each individual toe had significantly lower foot odor scores than those who simply washed the tops and bottoms of their feet. The proper technique for washing aging feet starts with soaking them in warm water for at least 2 to 3 minutes to soften the skin and loosen accumulated debris. Then, using a washcloth or foot brush, scrub the entire surface of each foot, including the tops, sides, soles, and around each toenail with a cleanser containing antibacterial properties. The critical step that most people skip is separating each toe individually and washing the skin between them with the same attention you'd give any other body part, spending at least 5 seconds on each space between toes. Many people have never actually looked at the skin between their toes, and you might be surprised at what you find when you start paying attention to this neglected area. After rinsing thoroughly, drying becomes just as important as washing, and you should use a towel to dry between each toe completely rather than just quickly rubbing the tops of your feet. Some podiatrists recommend using a hairdryer on a cool setting to ensure all moisture is eliminated from between the toes, especially for those prone to fungal infections. Applying an antifungal powder after drying provides an additional layer of protection against the bacteria and fungi that contribute to foot odor, and choosing moisture-wicking socks made from natural fibers can help keep feet drier throughout the day. Finally, we've arrived at the number 1 spot, and what researchers discovered about this area will change how you approach bathing forever. Number 1 is the neck, jawline, and behind the jaw. This is the area that scientists say matters most when it comes to the characteristic smell associated with aging, and the research explains exactly why. A comprehensive study from the Monal Chemical Senses Center found that when people were asked to identify age-related smell, they were primarily detecting odors emanating from the head and neck region, with the area behind the jaw and along the sides of the neck showing the highest concentrations of nonenal anywhere on the body. This makes biological sense when you understand that the neck and jaw area contains an extremely high density of sebaceous glands, receives constant exposure to air, which accelerates oxidation, and is often inadequately washed, despite being one of the most noticeable areas when interacting with others. Think about it this way. When someone leans in to speak with you or gives you a hug, Their nose is almost always at neck level, making this the first and most prominent source of any body odor they detect. The skin of the neck also changes dramatically with age, becoming thinner and developing folds and creases where oils accumulate, and the constant movement of turning our heads spreads these oils across the entire region. Behind the jaw, where the ear meets the neck, researchers found odor compound concentrations that were 3 to 4 times higher than the forearm, yet most people spend less than 5 seconds washing this area. The warm, protected nature of this spot, combined with high oil production, creates what dermatologists describe as the perfect storm for nonenal accumulation. The washing protocol for this critical area needs to be thorough and consistent. Start by tilting your head back and using warm water to wet the entire neck and jaw region. Then apply a gentle cleanser and work it into the skin using upward circular motions from the base of your neck to your jawline. Pay particular attention to the area directly behind each ear and along the hairline at the back of your neck, using your fingertips to really massage the cleanser into these high concentration zones for at least 30 seconds. The area behind your jaw where it meets your neck deserves special focus, and you should use a clean washcloth to scrub this spot on both sides of your face every single time you bathe. Don't forget the front of your neck either, including the throat area and any creases that have developed there over time. Dermatologists recommend using a cleanser with niacinamide or green tea extract for this area, as these ingredients have been shown to specifically reduce nonenal production. After rinsing completely, dry the area thoroughly and consider applying a light, fragrance-free moisturizer to help regulate oil production and create a barrier against environmental oxidation throughout the day. Making this area a priority in your daily routine can dramatically change how you smell during close interactions with family, friends, and anyone else you encounter. Understanding the science behind age-related body odor isn't about feeling embarrassed or self-conscious. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge so you can take control of something that's completely manageable with the right approach. The nonenal compound is a natural part of aging that affects virtually everyone, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with your body for producing it. But now that you know exactly where it concentrates and how to address it effectively, you have the tools to stay fresh and confident at any age. These 6 spots deserve more attention than most people give them, and by incorporating these targeted washing techniques into your daily routine, you can neutralize the compounds responsible for that distinctive smell before they become noticeable. Remember that consistency matters more than intensity, and gentle but thorough washing of these areas every single day will produce better results than aggressive scrubbing once in a while. Your skin will thank you, and so will everyone who gets close enough to notice the difference. If you found this information helpful and want to learn more about aging gracefully, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. We're committed to bringing you research-backed information that can genuinely improve your quality of life. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.